you doing? I am Christopher James from the XFC. It's my pleasure to be sitting here and introduce you to my good friend, right here, this guy. He's the reigning XFC Bantamweight title holder. This is Jason, good as gold, Goodall. What's up, bro?
Good meeting you again.
How you doing, man?
Doing great, doing great.
So,
for the fight.
September 5th, man, you're the co-main event.
Yeah.
First title defense. You fought. You won that title back in, what, December? December 5th, last year, right?
Yeah, against Henry Rodriguez. It was a tough battle. You know.
Where's he out of?
He was out of Team Noguera, I believe.
Yeah.
Same as my opponent this time.
Yeah, and he gave you a pretty tough battle there.
Yeah, you know, he broke my nose in the first round, probably the first punch or the second punch, and didn't get any better from there. It was kind of a rough night.
Yeah, a lot of people, I mean, I was at the fight, obviously, you know, and a lot of people still talk about that fight. I mean, everybody that I know that went to that fight, they talk about that fight as being the highlight of the night, and that was a big night. You know, we had the South African heavyweight champion. He came in, he got knocked out,
Yeah.
but even as glorious as that knockout was, and people loved the knockout, your fight was still the talk of the whole night. What do you think of that?
Well, I appreciate that. I mean, it was definitely a war of attrition. I knew that's what it was going to be. Kendra's a really tough kid, and we had a battle the year before. So I figured that's the way it was going to go.
So how long did you train for that?
Probably between 6 and 10 weeks, getting ready for that fight. But you know, I train pretty much all year round. It's just a matter of intensity level.
Does it help having a brother who's a fighter to train with?
You know, it doesn't hurt. You know, I have 5 younger brothers. We're all pretty much fighters. So screw up doing that.
So there's 5, 6 of you?
6 of us all together, yeah.
And you all fight?
Yeah.
So who's the king of the house?
Well, bigger brother rule, you know?
Well, what would Justin say, Peter?
I think you'd have to concur.
He's a tough kid. He's fought at the XFC also.
Yeah, tough fighter.
What's he up to these days?
He's training hard, you know. He's got 2 kids and wife, so just trying to juggle everything right now and stay on top of the game.
So, this fight coming up September 5th, it's your first title defense.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'll be ready. Always come, always come in shape. Always come ready to bang and ready for whatever.
Yeah, you got a lot of heart when you go in there. I noticed you weren't going down. I don't think there was anything that, no matter what he did, you just seemed to keep driving forward like a machine. You know, and you're a very soft-spoken guy. You know, I remember talking to you after the fight, doing the interview, and you're just, after all that violence and brutal, you were like, yeah, I'm happy. You know, and it's like, it's such an unassuming part of your character.
Yeah, well, you know, like I've said in the past, you know, in my opinion, you have to have kind of a split personality to be a good fighter. If you don't want to be, you know, a complete jerk all the time. So, when, you know, you have to be able to turn it on and turn it off. Otherwise, nobody wants to be around you.
So how do you balance it out? I mean, it's got to be difficult sometimes.
You know, kind of. I just try not to bring my work home with me. You know, I go to the gym, I'm training hard, and going 100%. You know, and go home, just kick back and relax with the wife, the animals, and just try to take it easy.
Speaking of your wife, your wife's a doctor.
Yeah, you're a doctor.
It's kind of an interesting dichotomy of a relationship right there. You being the fighter, going out there beating the crap out of people, and then her helping you heal.
Yeah, I always say I break them, she fixes them, you know. And but we're both pretty much adrenaline junkies. I mean, to work in the ER is pretty stressful, pretty crazy business. So.
Right on. Well, we've seen you go a couple times, and like I said, you're definitely one of the toughest guys I've seen go. Doesn't matter what weight division, but you are in that bantamweight division. Mm-hmm. And just recently, WEC had a big bantamweight fight. Miguel Torres, who was on a 17-fight win streak, against Brian Bowles. People compare Brian Bowles to the 135-pound version of Mike Brown. Mm-hmm. Biggest guy in the division, and he's a bull, and he's got massive power. Where do you think you stand ranked in against somebody like that? Are you ready to step up to that level of competition?
I'd be ready to fight just about anybody. You know, I mean, I respect him. He's a big, tough kid, and he has a lot of skill. But you know, any given day, you step into that cage and close the door, and we'll see what happens.
Right on. Well, for you folks at home, like I said, this is Jason, good as gold, Goodall. He's our 135-pound bantamweight champion of the XFC. He's going to be making his next fight September 5th. St. Pete Times Forum, defending his title. So you guys should come check it out. Him and a whole bunch of other fighters are going to be doing it to you. St. Pete Times Forum, we're back in Tampa. First time in a long time. I'm Christopher James for the XFC with my good friend Jason Goodall.
See you guys later. See you on September 5th.
We'll see you September 5th. Remember this guy because he's going to the top.